Chris, McKenna, Cash Flow, Zay here from Movie Junk. So excited to talk Tulsa King Season 3 with you guys today.
Hey,
Glad to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. Good to talk to you.
So excited, so excited. So Season 3 of Tulsa King has so much momentum right now, right? What was the energy like returning this season? Did this feel any different from previous seasons?
I think it did. I think the cast gelled more. We came together as a family, and I think that now just comes naturally. We don't even have to play on that. The cameras are on, and we're the same people. We have the same relationships we have when the cameras are off. It's not, you have to make sure that you do what you have to do. You have to say your lines, but we all really like each other, and we enjoy each other's company. And I think that shows watching the season so far.
I don't know if we've seen, quite a show like this that mixes crime, drama, dark comedy, redemption. As a cast, how would, each of you describe, what season 3 sort of adds to that mix?
It has it all. It truly is a huge redemption story. I mean, Dwight coming from where he comes from and doing what he's done with this off the beaten path group of individuals. And that you said it all in a nutshell, Zaya.
And I mean, it's season 3. Tulsa King keeps expanding its universe. Without getting into spoilers, what new themes can we expect to see this season?
New themes, you said?
Yes.
I mean, there is a love story that is pretty interesting and I think is well weaved with the main antagonist of the show. And I think that that's like an interesting thing. There's a couple of little love stories that I think spice things up. I'm trying to think what else. What are the themes? We're also just getting into a different business. So we're growing the empire. It's not just weed anymore. It's boots. And that's very fun.
Which seems like a natural transition for the group.
Absolutely. Nobody wants to see a love story more than me for Bigfoot. I want to see Bigfoot have a love story, love interest this season.
Me too. I want that so hard.
Lady Bigfoot.
You are not the first person I've heard say that. My friends have said that same thing, Cash.
Right?
Yes.
I'm looking forward to that. And you guys heard it here. Chris, I do want to ask you a question too. I mean, having worked on some of the most iconic TV series of all time, how does Tulsa King separate in terms of storytelling from some of the previous shows that you've worked on?
Well, I think the storytelling is just as good as those other shows. We just have a different mix of comedy and dark comedy. There's lightness to this show. Some of those other shows that we just talked about were pretty serious. This has more of a lightness to it, even though it gets really dark sometimes. And it's more fun, to be honest. It's more fun to do this because it's not always, when I did those shows, you were in this frame of mind where, it was, it would stay with you for a while, but, this is a little more free and easy. But the storytelling, I think, is just as well. And we have some of the same writers from those shows, as you know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't think I was on the edge of my seat more than that scene with you and Max, in that where he was holding you hostage. I was really, really rooting that we weren't going to lose you. And
that scene was well written. Yeah, that was season 2. That was a well written scene. Yeah.
Absolutely. So excited that
playing with Max is always amazing. Max is an old pro, and it's great. It's great playing with Max.
And you're chasing him this season, so we're still waiting to see if you end up finding him. So I'm excited for the upcoming episodes. McKenna, I do want to jump into you as well. You bring such a big spark energy to this show, right? That I think that just totally blends well with the rest of the cast. What was that preparation like, in working with this star-studded cast along yourself?
Gosh, it was so amazing. I keep saying, but I think it's important to say that this was my first gig. And so I came on set very bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and was like, how do I do this? And everyone was so welcoming and so quick to like really kindly teach me how to work on a set that big. Because truly I'd done like short films before, but like nothing to this extent. And I think everyone has also been really amazing at keeping the like positivity and closeness throughout many seasons, which is hard because like you're with the same people and things happen, but like we are so close and we're a family. We get through everything together, and I feel like learning from these pros has made me a better actor, and hopefully one day, like I will always bring whatever I learned to Tulsa King to my next project. 100%.
Absolutely. I love seeing your character evolve, each season, and you're just involved in every important scene, especially some of the fight scenes as well too. So I'm excited to see sort of your character continue to evolve throughout the rest of the episodes. And Cash Flow, a lot of the fans know you from the wrestling background. What sort of authenticity does your wrestling experience bring to Tulsa King?
Well, you're you're always who you are. Chris touched on bringing humanity to the role, and that's really what you have to do. But you also have to understand uh, the role that you're in, and coming from a wrestling background, there's a lot of different roles, switching back and forth, doing this, trying to tell a lot of different stories. So just being able to understand my role and being able to inject that humanity into that role is something that I've kind of picked up from a wrestling background.
No, absolutely. And this is just more of a fan question. Was there a piece of advice that Sly has given to each of you? I'd love to hear what piece of advice that he might have given. That you're allowed to share.
His advice, he gives pearls of wisdom every day. I mean, I couldn't even pick one out. Working with him is a learning experience. Watching him work, learning from him every chance I get. I've been doing this 25 years, but I've been learning things from him that I never, I mean, it's a learning experience. But it's a pleasure to work with him, and I really couldn't pick out one piece of advice, but there's been many.
Absolutely. And to each of you, what is one thing or something that you would like the audiences to take away from this season?
For me, it's the contrast. You have the overlying what the show is really about. Dwight Manfredi. To me, it's a redemption story. But the contrast between the group, the people, and what their roles are within the group. It's really it's really eye-opening and different and engaging, and I hope people really delve into those contrasts and see these characters for who they are.
Absolutely. And just last question, and I know you guys probably can't answer this. When do we get to see Samuel L. Jackson?
Keep watching.
Tune in and find out.
Tune in and find out. Keep watching.
Absolutely. Guys, thank you so much for giving us the time. Can't wait for fans to see the next episode this Sunday. So excited to talk Tulsa King with the cast, and looking forward to seeing the next episode and where we end up in the finale. Thank you guys so much for that.
Good talking to you.
Nice to meet you, Zia. Thank you so much.